What's up, everybody, and welcome to season 3. I had 2 fingers up, but season 3 of Everybody's Talking About It, the show where we talk about everything that everybody's talking about. What's up? What's going on? It's season 3. Y'all up? Y'all turned up? Y'all up? Y'all up?
I'm sober.
Well, first they got to know who y'all are. You know, Charlie's been on the show before down at the end. He's from the Chris and Charlie show. When y'all getting back?
We got some things coming within the next month. So
all right, let's go. Let's get it done. Listen.
They crazy too.
And then this is the actress extraordinaire in nostalgia.
Oh,
we did a couple of shows together. She's about to be in another show called Moses coming back. John Gray's Productions coming back. Get tickets ASAP. Don't miss that.
Yes.
We're going to go to my production
like
assistant and my cousin. Give it up for Shawnice, everybody. There she go. And then my little bro, that's my dog, my homie. We've been rocking since high school. That's my boy Eternal. Give it up. And he's another actor extraordinaire. What show you about to do? You ain't you in a movie or something?
Oh, I'm in a few things.
Oh, go ahead. We'll talk about it. None of them are adult, are they?
Wait a minute.
Are you into that? Not this episode.
Not right now. Not right now.
Go ahead. Tell them what you're working on.
I'm working on a film called Witness. I'm working on a TV series called Philadelphia. It's filming in Philadelphia.
The irony in that.
It's in the name.
Yeah, it's in the name.
And I have some other things I'm still working out. So.
No, congrats, bro. That's dope. That's what's up. And then last but not least, y'all already know. What would I do without him? My best friend. Give it up for Rodney. There you go. What's up, boy?
What's up, y'all?
So we are talking about friends today. How many of us have them? Man, you know, I wanted to start the season off with this because last year I, ultimately got into some things with some old friends and it kind of just brought up some things, and I've had some conversations with people about it. So what I wanted to talk about was, do you really think that friends grow apart? Or do they just not work harder to keep the friendship up? Yeah, so I ultimately had the conversation where it was like people were saying, well, I don't think that that friendships grow apart. I just think that mainly people just don't work harder to keep their friendship going. They don't keep work at it. They don't do that. So what do you think? Anybody? Who want to start that? Charlie, go ahead, because I feel like you brimming with ideas.
I would say this. It has to. The work has to be put in to keep long-term friendships in, because if it doesn't,
yeah, so
I experience, like, if I'm growing and I'm trying and you're still, like, putting me on the standby, like, on the side, then there's no need for us to be friends. And if you can't support me when I support you, how you want me to support you, the work, if it's not 50-50, it's just going to fall apart.
But that's what I feel. But that's what I said about people growing apart. So a lot of things, like, people realize that your childhood friends are not going to be your friends forever.
Right.
Like, and the people don't accept that. So people always say, well, no, y'all been friends for 20 years. Work at it. But it's like, I'm not going to sit here and kiss your ass for this shit.
No, I'm not.
Because I got my own life going on too, so it's kind of hard. Now, what I mean with you, to answer your point, I like when people say when you got to work at it. That's like if we don't see each other, or maybe we don't talk to each other that often. Like, I don't talk to Rodney every day, but when we do talk, it's like we got stuff to catch up on, and we kind of make it a point to say, listen, it's been like 2 weeks. You all right? I'm gonna make sure you living. I ain't heard from you. I see you on social media, but I really want to know you all right. Let's talk, because you could be going through something mentally, financially, health wise, or anything. So I want to do a check in. We don't check in enough. I feel like that, but some people you ultimately gotta let go, because I'm not putting up with your shit neither.
Yeah, definitely not.
I ain't doing.
I'm over it.
Okay.
Now, what you think, Styles?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And to piggyback off what you said, growth. Like, if I feel like I'm at a certain point in my life and, okay, let me say this. I'm at a point in my life where I'm holding everybody that's around me accountable for their actions.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't get with the program, then, like, you cannot be, you can't be part of my success. Right?
Yeah, right. That part of your success. Because I'm going to be successful.
Okay,
that was the point I like that you made. As long as you know I'm going to be successful.
Absolutely. And then I'm adamant about keeping my vibrations above a 250.
Oh, motherfucker, you better talk. Talk. All right, you have anything to add on to that?
Oh.
All right, don't start yet.
Yeah, keeping it above 250 is definitely the goal, because I ask God for too much to do over my life, okay? And I need people that's going to be part of my tribe, good energy. I need your frequency levels to be balanced, so that's all I got.
people don't realize how important mental health is even in your friendships. Like, you gotta start like balancing that stuff out. A lot of times people can't just throw stuff on you. Like a lot of times we call our friends and be like, "Oh, guess what? I got this. Guess what? Guess what?" And it's just like, wait, did you check in and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Or can I ask you? Can I throw this on you? Or can I, vent to you? So it is. Sean. Because I'm going to get to you last because I want to ask you something. I don't you even did.
Well, for me, I would say friendships change as you grow. But basically what they were saying. Because with me being a new young mom, a lot of my friends don't have kids. So they don't understand what I'm going through. And like, oh, I just can't run out every time I want to just go out and party with y'all. Like, I got to get a babysitter. I got to do all this setup. So then, like, that becomes a friction of me not being available like I used to be 24/7 because I got kids now. So you grow doing like each new thing. And then I also like what she was saying, keeping that positive energy because you're going to want to keep people around you that's doing you. Like you don't want to say like you being successful, but then your friends are still like doing drugs or they're not doing good in school and you trying to keep going up and up. All they're going to do is bring you down because they don't want to see you win. They want you to be losing, stay on their level with them. So it's okay.
Yeah.
Friends going to come and go.
Yeah,
The ones that leave ain't meant for you.
Okay.
But I don't want you to mistake it. I don't ever want you to mistake it. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I have accepted it. I've grown and I've, do that. Of course, some friends you value a little bit more and you say, God, I wish we could have. But it's like, we don't sometimes are not growing together. We're not maturing together. What?
A cousin.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Turn them on.
Basically, to like piggyback off of you, I was just saying, sometimes with friendships changing, sometimes you change as well.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times it's you putting in the work, and then also where that person is in their life. Like, say like you running the streets together, then all of a sudden through the years, you like, I'm gonna get my stuff together. Let me get a job, and this person's still doing them. So you're not gonna connect because you come from two different worlds. You can put the work in to try to understand each other and spend time, but sometimes you just outgrow different people.
Level up.
So speaking of that, what do you think has been the I don't want to say secret, but what has saved our friendship? What do you think? In your honest opinion.
Let's liven this up. What saved our friendship is the fact that I don't say a lot. Y'all know how this guy is. He's just, he's live. And he say it, he mean it, or whatever. But I think the reason why our friendship lasted as long as it did is because I technically don't. So it's kind of like in friendships or even in relationships, you kind of got that person that kind of levels you out. Mm-hmm. So whereas, and you probably will talk about this, whereas other people that have been in our friendship circle, he kind of clashed with, or I might clash with, whatever like that. He and I don't clash because I know him. I know what to expect from him. I know that's how he is. It don't bother me where it may bother somebody else. And the same thing about my personality. I clash with a certain other kind of personality that he may be friends with. But me and him don't clash because he knows me. He knows how I am. He knows my temperament. So I think the secret is just the fact that I level him out.
No, but you know what I was going to say even more than that, though, is people don't realize how important communication is in friendships as well. And I think that you and I have always communicated well. I think we started at like a younger age where it would be like we would start checking each other on things that we didn't like. Like, all right, so we can't do this no more because if we do this, obviously we're not going to, be friends too long. And you know what? I kept it real. A couple years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, I was having a conversation on the phone with him. I said, listen, if I get put out, I'm coming to live with you. And he said, oh, no, you're not. I'm going to give you your month's rent that month, and you're going to go ahead and live, and then you go ahead and get you back on your feet, but you can't come stay with me. And I appreciated that because that's kind of shit saves friendships and stuff because you can't live with your best friend. You just really, it just can't work. You just when you think that y'all are close, you realize how different you are, when you live together. So I appreciated that because it made me realize, all right, that's support, but that's also somebody that's not going to see you out on the street at the same time. It's like, all right, I get you. I'm not going to baby you either, and I'm not going to enable you to not grow. I'm going to make sure that you're on your feet, and I'm going to make sure you learn a lesson out this thing too, because you can't come stay with me. That's just not an option. Right. I think that's keeping it real.
I'm just saving the friendship.
That's the communication. That's all it is, and that's
I ain't gonna
good
never see you homeless though.
Yeah,
But
but that's what I'm saying. But it's good that we had that conversation
Right.
because it's real. Because people need to hear that. Because when you don't keep it real and honest with your friends, and everybody assumes that this is what you could just do, and that's how people take advantage of you, and that's how people get over on you and all that. And then you just say, "This is how this person is," and that's when we start making excuses for each other. No, we gotta be accountable.
boundaries.
Yeah, healthy
Boundaries.
freaking
Some-
boundaries.
Healthy boundaries.
Sometimes you just gotta, even if you're not as close, show up when it's important to show up. Like me and Maurice, we was close at one point in time. Then our life just went different, but
it wasn't no beef. Make
No,
it
it was
clear.
no beef.
It was
No
never
beef.
no beef.
No beef.
It's just people go there, you go
Just
your separate ways for
and
a
not in
little
a bad
bit.
way.
Not in a bad way.
But birthdays, we show up. Any events, we show when we get invited to each other, we show up at that time because it might be months since we talked, but definitely if it's like a birthday or event, you having it, I'm there, show up because you're my friend.
I'm glad
and
you
we
brought
don't
that
talk all
up.
the time, but I'm gonna show up for you.
Yeah,
And
I'm
that's
glad you
important.
brought that up, man. Because listen, do y'all categorize your friends? I do. Like, do you have like friends that you say this is like my true friends? Like that's the people that you tell
Yeah,
everything
close
to.
friends,
Then
yeah.
you got your people that you only call when you go into a party,
Right.
like because you know they'll
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, you know that.
Like, you categorize your
Your
friends.
traveling friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, every day ain't for everybody.
Right.
Certain
You
people.
gotta learn that.
Certain
yes.
people you can talk to.
Mhm.
There's certain friends I talk to every day that I know that if I'm having a bad day, don't call that one.
Yeah.
Because that's not the person I can vent to. That's not the person that's going to encourage me.
Right.
There's certain friends that I know that, you know what, if I just need to go get drunk and
I know they're gonna
that's
be right
the,
there.
they
right
be right there.
And guess
Them
what?
be
They're
safe.
gonna pay the bill.
And they're going to pay the bill. But that's not the person.
That's a friend.
Right. That's not the person I can call and maybe shed a tear. You understand what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? So I think it's good to put them in categories, and it don't mean that nobody's better than the other.
No,
But
it don't.
we all have certain needs in our lives.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, because you got, I mean, I even got a sneaky like, set of friends. You know, you gotta keep those.
Here you go.
We're just but
Friends. And you wouldn't even, and honestly, they need to stop calling them benefits, though. Like,
why
it's
not?
really ain't no
Because,
benefits
you know what
in
I'm saying?
it.
You get
Because
the
at the end of the
benefit,
day,
come
if
on.
fucking is your benefit,
That's
then
the
you
benefit.
are one miserable motherfucker. Because I'm not gonna say that that's a benefit for me. Like, that's
How?
that's a given. That's motherfucker. That's why you're here.
Well, no,
That's why
Here
you're
we
here.
go.
That was
That ain't
2
a
seasons
benefit.
ago
Here
what
we
we
go.
called them.
You know what I mean? But listen, I digress.
But you also have to respect when your friends have those certain friends and not get jealous. I'm learning as we
Can we
get
talk
older.
about that?
Oh, don't get me
This guy,
started.
this
Well, we
guy
already
lets
got
me
you
have
started.
it.
Wait, what I do?
So this guy lets me have it.
What I
Like
do?
growing up, this is like 15, 16 years in.
Okay.
And it's just like, all right, we going. He went to another college. I went to another college, and I'm making different friends, right? And then I'm thinking like, okay, these friends are for this reason. These friends I, connect musically with.
I don't know what
These
he's about to
friends
say.
I connect. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Why you let them do that? I'd be like, yo,
Hold on.
this ain't my best
Hold
friend.
on.
This person appeals to me in this way.
Right.
This
But let me
nigga
tell you-
hates everybody.
But let me tell you.
You can't be jealous.
He hates everybody.
Hold on. No, I wouldn't even go there. I have this. God has given me the spirit of discernment. So when I tell you that I can point out
He hit lies
my
on me.
spirit, it's
One
in my
day he hit a lie.
spirit.
He was like, I
When a
know that.
person eats at your motherfucking spirit, you know that ain't a good day. How many of those people is I right about? Tell about
It's
it.
not-
Talk
it's not about
it.
you being
Talk
right.
about it. Talk
It's
about
not about you being right. It's about me going through that season with that person.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, he hits the
therefore,
line.
I tried to save you
Trying
from
to
that cold winter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Trying to give you a nice tropical
How
hot
many of
vacation.
your friends that I tell you were just dirty, no good? Like,
Oh.
they only come around because you got weed.
One in particular, and you see where that motherfucker's at. I'm talking about the dust, the teeth is still on that motherfucker. He done did it. So that's that. So listen.
I'm done.
But that's just what it is. But it's sometimes you gotta realize that it's those little nuances though in between those friendships though. You wanna have those open conversations because it's not always about not liking the other person. It's just sometimes people are really Joe. Like that one person in your life now that I don't like is just Joe. Like that's just a jovial individual. You know what I mean?
Talk about
So
it.
I'll be just like, why you keep talking to me? And I'll be just like, yo, stop talking to me. Like, just stop talking to me. And what I say every time I see you, I'm like, Rodney, if you don't get this motherfucker over, I'm going to snap. I'm trying to keep myself together. Because let me tell you, I have been through. And this even goes back to like the friendships that I had to let go last summer because I got into a good place. You don't understand. I've spent a lot of money, time, tears and all that in therapy, you was not gonna come and disrupt my Num Yo Hold and Read and Genkyo. I am really fucking, I am zen the fuck out. I am not. That is really something big for me. Like I spent a lot of my time yelling and snapping and screaming, and now it's just I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy and shut down because I don't want to do this. I don't want to do back and forth, and it's damn sure not gonna happen in my house. You know, these people came in my house and started yelling. I said, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh,
whoa.
yeah.
No. Here's the door. Like, here's the door. Because, like, you ain't gonna come in my house. Like, that's just retarded. Even if you're in your emotions, you gotta learn how to let people know how to communicate with you. You have to demand that. I always say this, you're not gonna yell at me, we're two adults. If you can't have the conversation one-on-one, then we can't be cool. Like, if you start being condescending in your tone and you start saying stuff and people start lunging at you and stuff, you're like, wait a minute. I'm 30-something years old, and we're not going to go there. You know what I mean? So I don't want to do that. You know, I work hard every damn day. Like I said, I've been to therapy. That took some time. That took a lot for me. I'm still fucked up inside, but I'm working at it. I'm working at it.
So, do you think you are? This has nothing to do with me, but do you think you are the model friend? How much of a good friend do you think you are? And that goes for anybody. Like,
well, listen, I am an honest friend. I will say this: I'm honest sometimes to a fault, but I feel like there's no other way to grow if you're not honest. But that's why when people call you liars and shit, it kind of flabbergasts me because it's like I know I'm like one of the most honest people because I just can't not be honest because I can't remember lies like that. I'm not like good with that. So if I tell a lie, I'm like, did I say that?
I can.
I'm like, did I say that? So it's like I kind of got to be honest, but then sometimes I try not to be. And it's so funny that you brought this up because even playing and filming and stuff, I knew a lot of my friends couldn't do it like they wanted to. And I started saying, you know what? I had to text back some people and say, I got to be more understanding and I got to be more patient. I don't have no patience at all.
So you got that from me.
What, not having patience?
No, having patience.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I'm learning. It's a process. You know what I mean? So,
I was going to say, I think I've grown to be a model friend.
Yeah, it takes time.
So when I thought there was a time where I best friend when I was in my 20s, and at the time I didn't see what I did wrong, but now I'm 30 and I'm like, oh, I could have handled that situation differently, or I could have said this differently, or I could have dealt with that differently. And when I with my friends now that I'm close to, I make sure a point that be like, don't do this, make sure you show up for this, and make sure you say it like this because you don't want to damage a good friend. Like I miss my old best friend, but it's just like the friendship got so fractured. It wasn't a big blowout, but just like the communications and stuff, it just
wasn't there.
It wasn't there. It's falling apart. So it's like we love each other from a distance, but it'd be like I miss that friendship because it'd be like that was the friend that you could tell anything to and it wouldn't get out. So you just got. I think now I'm a model friend, so I hold myself accountable. I keep the people that I'm friends with accountable. So we can.
No, that's good. That's good. You turning you a model friend?
I'm grown, man. I'm grown. Sometimes I just need my me time, and people,
nothing like me time.
You need that me time, man. And sometimes I just kind of dip off and go ghost sometimes. So I'm just trying to get better with that, being more present and understanding of other people's.
That's good. That's a good one. Cause I go to myself, and I don't care. People be like, "I've been calling you for weeks." I'm sorry. In order for me to continue to be a model friend, I gotta steal away for a while. Like I'm the type of person I have to rebuild myself, rejuvenate. Even like after today, you're not gonna hear from me for a little while because this was a lot. And in order for me to continue to be a good friend, I have to refill myself. Like it's important. So I ain't mad at that.
Oh yeah, you gotta recharge. And I don't take, and as much as people might take offense to that, I don't. I know how much it is to build yourself back up. You gotta really, it's like plugging yourself in and giving yourself a recharge because mentally you're drained. Like after I shut down for like filming and my regular job, my day to day, and then you got your regular life where you try to have a social life, you're like, oh, how do you do it? I don't know how people make time for all that, but it's easy. So what about you? It's not easy. I mean, go ahead.
Oh, I know I'm not a model friend no more.
Oh, God bless you.
This is the mother.
I don't have time to be on the phone and talk about stuff. I'm not gonna say I don't care about, but it's not like
that's not priority.
It's not a priority. Like if my friend wants to tell me, oh, guess what happened? Such a did that, and then my son comes up. I'm like, hey, I gotta eat. I'm going to be like, I gotta call you back. So like, I'm not that person. I could be sitting on the phone with you all day and talk about your problems and help you through it because like I got other priorities now, so.
Now you do have to also think about being empathetic as well, though, because
Yeah.
for me, I'm not always like the lending ear to bullshit drama.
Mhm.
Like if you got sincere things, like I know Rodney went through some traumatic things last year with somebody that he know had passed away, and that's a genuine issue.
Now
So
that
I'm
I
like
would say
coaching,
too.
but like no, not even it wasn't even a person that was directly close to him, but he was dealing with it. So it was
Mhm.
like I had to like make sure I was patient, I was listening, and I was dealing with that because I was also going through my own thing. But I knew that this was the first time he's ever been in that kind of predicament where you were planning and investing time and all that into it. So I was like, all right, let me be supportive, and it was weighing on him. He's a parent, you got a job and shit too. So it's like, let me be supportive, and that's what I try to do, at least be a lender ear. But I don't want to listen to you on your third nigga this week, and or you just sleep with this woman and she done burned you. I don't got time.
Damn.
We are now.
I ain't doing that.
We are now too old for that to be listening to your dramatic issues, and
That's not
I'm
that
still looking for
dramatic.
jobs, bro.
That's not
I'm looking for
dramatic.
jobs, bro. You know anybody out here hiring? Like anybody got time for that? Like Indeed hires and
Cause I find a job all the time. I'm not
Craigslist is
understanding.
hiring and anywhere is hiring.
Everybody's hiring.
Everybody's hiring. COVID is
They
hiring.
need people.
COVID is giving away jobs for free. All you gotta do
is show up.
you can just show up. You can volunteer. You can go to a soup kitchen. Everybody's hiring.
Everybody.
Don't ask me who's hiring.
Yes.
Everybody is.
Everybody posted it.
Come
Everybody posted
on.
I got a question.
What's your
for
question?
y'all, because there's certain times where like your friend is going through something and you offer your ear and they say, I don't want to talk about it. Do that ever happen to you guys? Like, do you get upset? They say, I don't want to talk to you about it right now. I'll call you when I'm ready to talk about it.
Well,
Go ahead,
it depends. Did they call? Wait, what do you mean in a sense? Like,
Say, so if someone's going through a hardship and they're like starting to tell you, and then you being a sincere friend and you're like, oh, well, what's going on? And then they're like, well, I don't feel like talking about it right now. I'm just not having a good day. Like, would you be offended of it, or you just let that person have that day, and then you be like, hey, I'm still here for you. Just let me know. Call me when you're ready to talk.
The asshole in me would go, why fucking bring it up?
Yeah.
And then the other part of me would be like, well, just call me when you're ready. Shit.
Well, sometimes they might need to. They just want to talk. They want you to know that they're going through, but like,
some
be a
people
distraction.
really do like to put on the show. Though.
Oh no! Some people do put on the
people like
show.
to pull it. Want you to pull it out of them.
Yeah, but
So
some
you go
distract.
like,
Some people want to.
and they be on the phone.
I can't stand that.
that's annoying.
Oh no! I don't.
And then and then you're forced to go.
No.
What's wrong?
You have to.
I don't like that. Yeah, that is
That's
annoying.
annoying.
All right,
I'm
so
not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Sean, you have something for me and Rodney, right? What is this?
Oh, I ain't got time.
Oh,
Best
man.
friend quiz.
Oh,
On
man.
my nice big piece of paper.
I don't even want to look at him. Just go ahead and ask.
So, who is most likely to be very sensitive out of the two of you?
That one.
Who is most likely to stay in a toxic relationship?
That one.
I understand.
That one.
No,
Maurice
okay.
don't have no time for it. Maurice will do
No. All
your ass
right, can I just
in a
elaborate?
second.
Real, just 10 seconds. That's true. But if this one right here get into a toxic one like this, that means he's dating Satan himself.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So like,
That's true.
I might be more inclined, but
My shit
When
turns
you do it-
domestic a little bit.
like when he do it, like the house is on fire, things are it's just a lot. Yeah. So if you're gonna be honest, be honest.
Fuck it, I took it.
Left eye.
But he'll stay. He'll stay. Go ahead.
Who is most likely to have a snappy comeback?
Oh, me. Me.
Who is most likely to get caught cheating?
Oh, him. Oh, him. Because I'm good. When I tell you, baby, you already said the whole time.
The whole time. Listen.
You would never know. Fuck with me if you want to.
If I get caught, let's just move on.
Yeah, because you've been caught a couple times. I wear that shit. They be like, you been cheating, bro?
Yo, okay.
Check my time card.
Who is most likely to get away with murder?
Oh, me.
Who was most likely to sneak away on a trip to flirt with a total stranger?
Rodney.
Go away on a trip with a total stranger?
No, who would
Sneak
sneak away on a
If
trip
y'all go
and
on
go
a trip
flirt with a
together,
total stranger?
And you go sneak away with a total stranger.
Ain't that what trips are for?
But don't say nothing. So we'll go. If I will go out, I'll be like, Rodney, where you at? Oh, I'm going. I'm already back at the hotel. How did you get back to the hotel?
No.
And why would you leave me?
This is turning really bad right now.
Come on.
What else you got?
Who is most likely to have the larger body count?
Him.
Oh,
Him.
I will turn this whole. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! This guy.
Better put the glasses on.
Don't you dare! This guy. I can call this guy, and he always has a story. He always has a story, and I'm like, that was your second grade teacher. God. This guy is crazy.
That is debatable. That is debatable because technically we've had a couple of different experiences in life. You know, we didn't share the same experience. So I have.
You just sound like you're like, next question. Next question. Let's just leave it at that.
He has the larger body count, and that's it.
That's why.
Should have been a lawyer.
Can we please talk about it real quick though? Because I think you got me by at least 10 people.
Oh,
wait a minute.
No.
On camera?
I mean,
Maybe on camera.
No. Let's be completely honest.
Let's be honest.
You always cutting up.
All right.
All right,
let's leave it there.
then.
next question. How? Mayday.
Who is most likely to remain single forever?
Oh, me. I'm all about the dollar.
Who is most likely to date someone because they rich?
Me. I'm all about the dollar.
Don't put money.
Who is most likely to be late to everything?
Oh, me.
To his own damn birthday party.
Yo.
With 45 minutes left. So I was like, hey, everybody.
3 hours
The
later.
party is over, nigga.
Guess what?
Woo, I'm sorry.
My body ain't gonna get to the church until whenever. Go ahead.
Who is most likely to treat your house like their house?
Rodney. Oh my God, he'll take your shoes off, go in your refrigerator and shit.
Yeah.
Just what you got? Like, yeah,
I
he'll
don't
do
sex
that.
in your house.
I have class. I'm a class.
I heard that.
Did you hear what he said?
Hey, no.
Did he tell the truth? I've never had sex in Rodney's house. Any house I've ever every house that I've ever lived in,
Yes.
Rodney has christened my house before I even got a chance to touch it. So I say, Rodney, are you fucking in my house? Rodney gets more tush in my house than anybody. I don't get any compared to Rodney. I've never.
Yo, this
If my halls and my walls could talk up in my rooms and every house I live in, they know that Rodney tore my house up.
television.
Rodney has torn my houses apart. Rodney has lied. Mom Harriet, Rodney has stuck and lied to you and he has came to my house and he's done to do. So he's like, we were in high school and he would lie and say he's spending the night. He never made it over. On camera. On camera.
I don't know.
That's
I
it.
went to school.
It is what it is.
Yo.
You tried to say I had the bigger body count, but there's the proof.
Next question.
Hello?
Who is most likely to be sad for weeks over a breakup?
That one.
You just keep.
That one. Because me, I cried 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck.
Who is most likely to get married first?
That one.
Oh.
Who is most
Well,
likely
you
to
see where we are.
Who is most likely to forget their best friend's birthday?
Ooh.
Now that's bad because we literally are 20 days apart, so I don't think we should. I don't think that
November
should
6th,
happen.
November 26th.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Who is most likely to get upset for the most stupid reasons?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to catch feelings after a one-night stand?
Rodney.
Why do I just have to be painted out as just like?
Lover boy.
Because one night stands to me that's exactly what they are. You're like,
I guess you're right,
you
though.
like the one that like the wine.
No. Because I'm
Like,
saying
you want to watch a
I
movie
guess you're right.
and you want to take a bath. I don't want to know. You watch
This
and
is
show.
why. But this is why. I want to explain that one. This is why. I won't sleep with the person unless I feel as though.
You got you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just be like, oh, this is just fun. I don't really just have fun. Like,
but it's a one night stand. It's supposed to be for one night.
yeah, well, I guess I don't do them.
Well, I did them. And what did? You hear that? D-I-D.
He's lying.
D-I-D.
Anyway.
That means past tense. I've been. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh God, that's
Crazy.
That was it.
No, who is most likely to be worried about small things?
Rodney.
Damn.
Who is most likely to burst into laughter at the wrong time, occasionals, or like in a moment?
That'll be
Maurice.
Who is most likely to live in another country away from their family and friends?
Me.
Oh, me too, though.
All right, let's go together.
Let's do that. Well, not together, because I want to be in a different place than you.
Oh.
Because clearly I christen every room.
Who is most likely to be on a reality show?
Oh, me. Me.
We both
And-
are.
Are you? Which one would you do?
We're one right freaking
No,
now.
but you know, you would. No, you would do. What would you do? You would do. What's the singer?
The singing one.
The joint with
Sunday's best.
Sunday's best.
There you go.
Yeah.
Come on.
May I re-add? He's a gospel singer. He's a gospel singer.
Come here.
A minute. Ooh, the fade.
Give me a little
Come
something.
on,
Get
Mr.
out of
Rodney.
here.
Harmony.
I mean, he
That's
sets
all.
down.
Listen, that's all we
I
got.
tell people I'm a
Season,
gospel singer
listen.
every time I have sex all
Rodney,
day long.
Rodney,
Oh.
Rodney,
Whatever you say, I don't
That's oh.
Listen, that's the end of episode 1. Season 3, we are back. It's up. We will see y'all next week when we talk about looking in the mirror, when we talk about all of that stuff people do, surgeries and stuff to look better. We're going to get into it. We're getting into some real stuff this season, y'all. Get into it. We'll see y'all next time.
All right.